So this is docket 3740 WR 105, the application of the City of Mineral Point for authority to adjust water rates. This is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the PSC. We have the utility commission staff, utility consultants, and members of the public in attendance. What we're doing here today is creating the record in the case. That'll be the documents we identify and verify under oath as exhibits, as well as the comments we collect here today from the utility commission staff and members of the public. We're also receiving written comments from the public. That'll be filed with us on our website or mailed to us by US mail. That deadline for filing those comments is Monday, June 12th. And the information on how to do that's in our notice of hearing. That portion there at the bottom of the screen share displays the address and the link to get to our website. We have 8 comments on file, but like I said, if we receive any comments by Monday, we can accept those as well. So once we have the record together, that includes a recording of the hearing, which will be on YouTube at the PSC's YouTube channel. But once we have all that record compiled, we will forward that off to the division administrator for the Division of Water Utility Regulation and Analysis. And that person's name is Andy Galvin. So Andy will review the record and make a decision on the case, and then a written order will issue. It'll be emailed to the utility and posted on the commission's website. So without any further ado, we can take the utility and have them verify their documents first. So I'm just going to display the list of documents we have shared with everyone. An email from Andrew Fisher to the utility and consultants just displays the utilities documents, commission staff documents, and the current list of public comments. So like I said, I can accept those public comments for the record, and we can also now have the verification of the utility documents. So the customer notice, yeah, that needs to be verified. So we have 2 basic types of documents here. We have the customer notice, and then we have the more technical documents. Let's verify the customer notice first. So who from the utility can verify the customer notice under oath? Someone who had
notice with the May 1st water bills.
Okay, well, let me swear you in first. So we'll do this under oath. So raise your right hand. If you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay, just give us your name for the record.
Christy Skelding.
Okay. So when it comes to the customer notice, yeah, we have that document on file. I can put it up on the screen here. So that's the public customer notice. And I believe I just wanted to know basically that document was filed by the utility. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And is it complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
And you said that was inserted in the bills?
Yes.
Okay, great. So that's the customer notice. We can put that in the record. In terms of the other documents, the application and data request response, do you want to have the consultant Quinn Mitchell verify those? Okay, but before we do that, I just want to ask one more question for Christy Skelding. Did you have anything else you'd like to add? Any comments about the case?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay, all right, well, we'll move on then. So Quinn Mitchell, raise your right hand. And do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we do have those other 2 documents, the application and the data request response. Are you familiar with those?
Yes.
And are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any comments?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so we'll move on to commission staff, verify those documents. So we'll start with revenue requirement. Troy Gaza, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Can you confirm that the revenue requirement is complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
And do you have any comments?
Yeah, I just have one comment. In the cover letter for the revenue requirement, commission staff requested an adjustment be made to the 2022 annual report for direct labor costs related to meters were expensed in the past year and just an adjustment to capitalize those. And I do not believe that adjustment was made on the 2022 annual report. So if the utility could do that as soon as possible, we can just wrap that up and keep that from having to be an order point.
Okay, so just to clarify, so if the utility fails to comply, you would just ask that the order make that a condition of the rate case?
Yeah,
Okay, so that would have to be complied with before rates go into effect, or how does that?
no, it would just be an order point that states that hopefully we'd probably give them about 90 days for the utility to do it. And I'm assuming the utility can do that pretty quick. So if they can get it done in the next, couple days, that can be left out of the order.
Okay. All right. So now we'll turn to cost, service study and rate design. Andrew Fisher. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And can you confirm that the cost, service study and rate design exhibit is complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
Did you have any comments?
I have no comments.
Okay. So let's just ask the utility if there's any concerns about that the 2022 annual report. Is it something we can expect to see coming in?
I was thinking that had already been addressed, all the prior year ones and the 2022 change. So I will look into that right after this meeting and send out an email to verify what else we might need to do.
Yeah, that sounds good. If you just want to shoot me an email, I'll look through it again too, but just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay, yep, I'll email you right after this.
Perfect.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, well, now it's an opportunity for the members of the public to comment. We do have a couple of people from the public in attendance. So I want to give you an opportunity. It's the same basic process. I'll just I'll identify you and have you swear you in and have you give your comment. We're looking for opinions on the case from the public, particular customers, but really anyone who joins us can speak on this. And like I said, we have 8 comments in writing already filed. And the period for filing a written comment is Monday, the end of day on Monday. So I think the first person I'll recognize is Mitch Wainwright from Mineral Point School District. I hope you're not driving right now. Yep, you're muted right now. I can unmute you, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. So just let me know.
I-
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Right?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm going to swear you in. So let's make sure you're. Can you pull over? I'd rather if you pulled over to give your comment.
Sure, I can do that.
Sure, thanks. Try to make this as convenient as possible, but still got to present some inconvenience here. But so make sure don't distract you while you're driving.
Okay.
All right, great. So let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. Say your name and give us your comment, please.
Mitch Wainwright. I just have a concern as a school district where my finances are pretty well tied to the taxpayers, that a rate increase for the school district would be a very unbearable cost that I'm not allowed to pass on anywhere at this point in time.
Okay. Yeah, I see a few comments stating that kind of general concern, but it's good to hear from the school district on that. Anything else?
Sure. If this is just on the water utility rate, what does it have? How does it tie into the sewer rate then? Is there going to be a drastic increase in the sewer rate as well, since they're kind of tied together?
Yeah, the commission doesn't regulate sewers, so this decision won't affect sewer rates. Not sure how the municipality will treat any change in water rates if they tie it into sewer rates at all. I don't know if the utility has any insight on that, but it's not
We
been-
discussed a sewer rate increase yet at this point. I'm sure it's coming at some point, but we haven't started discussions about it yet, so I don't really have much information to provide there.
but historically, has it been sort of tied to an increase in water rates? Have they followed that increase, or is it just considered a completely separate?
I might defer to Quinn on this since I've only been around for about a year and not involved in too many of these rate increases, but I think historically they seem to kind of go hand in hand, but maybe Quinn can kind of help with that.
I think they've, when they're looking at the utility rates, the city has historically looked at both water and sewer at the same time. But the increases have not been tied to each other in that when they decided to raise water, sewer doesn't necessarily have to go up.
It's usually a timing issue.
Yeah, it's just kind of based on if there's water projects or sewer projects coming up, but they're not tied to each other.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, anything else anybody else wants to add on that? No. So does that conclude your comment, Mitch?
Yes.
Okay, great, thanks. So we did have one other person connected. I'm gonna probably get your name mispronounced here, but it's Mary Glendinning, maybe. But you've been muted and your camera's been off, so I don't know. Oh, there we go. See, you're unmuted. Can you turn your camera on? I'm not hearing anything from you at this point. Mary, are you there? Well, I see you're trying to unmute, but I can't hear anything. So there is still an opportunity to file a written comment if you wish to comment still. And for some reason, you're not able to connect with us here. Comments are all treated the same. So they'll definitely be read by the decision maker. Like I mentioned, Andy Galvin, and considered in terms of whether to approve or decline the application here. So hopefully, if you can hear me, please feel free to file a comment since we can't seem to get connected either through audio or video. So thanks for trying anyway, if you are trying there. So anyway, I think that's all we have to do today for the hearing. And so I appreciate everyone participating today. Turn the screen share off right now. There we go. So I'd just like to say thanks for joining us. And is there anybody there? No? Okay, well, thanks for joining us, everybody, and we're adjourned. Take care.